What a day to be alive, mate. Stunning. Absolutely miserable here yesterday, but I suppose what difference a day makes. A couple updates. Need some shoes, hang on. Couple updates on the veg patch. Herbs are doing good. Chives are still hanging in there. Well, they got something going on top now. Oh, nearly fell off. Now look at these here. They're the flowers Danny planted to sort of separate. I can't remember what we put in here, but look closely, you've got some spring onions. Look at these. These are radishes, I think. Some of the bits coming off over there. I think that might be more radishes. Oh, there's a couple. Some onions starting here. Brown onions. Danny's actually coming back tomorrow, briefly, for the first time in 3 weeks, because we're off to Budapest and Bratislava for a couple of days, tick off a couple more European countries. So I've got the evening with her on the boat tomorrow, which will be nice. Regarding the dry dock that I booked, typically just after all the winter stoppages have opened back up, which we've been waiting months for, the Aylesbury arm, which is where the dry dock we booked is, one of the locks has partially collapsed or something. It's going to be at least a month before it's fixed, which means we can't get to the dry dock, which is, yeah, throwing a bit of a spanner in the works, to be honest, because that was one of the only places that would allow us to do it DIY, and I sort of want to do it myself, just to, as like a rite of passage, not necessarily to save money, to be honest. I think there's actually places that will do it cheaper than I could have done it myself, but yeah, I have to come up with a bit of a plan on where we're headed. Boat life for you anyway. So today we're actually on the summit of the Grand Union Canal at the minute. This is Tring Summit, which is the highest point of the Grand Union. The next locks I'll do will actually be going downhill or downstream, so I just have to remind myself, make sure I steer clear of the sill, which is where the top gates are. There's concrete there, and if you're too far back and let the water out, your stern gets stuck, bow goes down, and then you can sink your boat. So I just need to remind myself to remember that. It's been ages since we've gone downstream, actually. Oh, from the video a couple of weeks ago, quite a few of you worried about our radiator cap. As you probably know, we've had quite a few engine troubles and some coolant leaks and stuff, and I've just found it to be easier to leave the radiator cap off. Less pressure builds up, we get less leaky poos, and I can quickly check just by lifting up, make sure it's still coolant in there. Just found it easier. I know you could drop stuff in there, but I mean, just got that above it. I don't tend to work in there if I do, I'm careful. Still got the cap, which I could just pop back on, but I just find it easier to keep checking the coolant, because overheating engine is, or making sure the engine doesn't overheat, is more important than worrying about anything little falling in there at the minute. Yeah, gonna get on the move now. We've got a nice bit of an open stretch still. The next locks are miles worth flight, which I think is about 7 or 8 locks in a row.
Someday I will see the whole deal through. Today I've got better things to do. Okay, to leave a little bit undone and be the cat in the sun. Set aside every empty spreadsheet line and loosen up on the grind. Simmer down, settle back and We'll see the whole deal through today. I've got better things to do. Okay, to lead a little bit undone. Be the cat in the sun. Be the cat in the sun.
That went quick. Just coming up to the Grand Junction now. I think it's a pub here called the Grand Junction Arms, and then we'll be starting our descent down through, I've forgotten what they're called, Marsworth. Just found a water point at the top of the flight, which is no surprise. So I'm going to chuck a clothes wash on and then crack on with some locks. Been using the EcoFlow for this recently. Uses about 10% battery per load, which is crazy. Just a quick note, John and Ali wanted to say a massive thank you to everyone for leaving such kind comments on last week's video. Said they were absolutely blown away by the support that you've all shown, so thank you very much. So wash finished. 55%, started on 65. Better put it on spin though. That's not really where the power is. Bang on spin. Water's done, just be on our way now. It's just started to rain actually. Classic. First lock of the day. So down this way is the Wendover arm. It's only navigable for 1.5 miles. This is what Amy and Wes did a couple of weeks back on their videos. Don't know if to do it or not. I'm not really a completionist. I know I did say about the silver propeller challenge when we did the slough arm, but should I do it? 1.5 miles. What do you reckon? Bugger it, we're gonna do it. The Wendover arm, everybody. 1.5 miles, I have to turn round, but I can say I've done it then. Some of my favourite bits of the canal when the industry is still active. All these old brick buildings. Slight problem, looks like there's a stoppage here as well. I just messaged Damien Wes, they said the basin at the bottom's really nice, which is what I was aiming for, but there's now a stoppage. I'm going to have to reverse. How far am I going to have to go then? No way. The basin's literally just round the corner. Oh no. No, no, no. Never. Reversing then, I guess. Pulling's not working. Shit. We are very much stuck. I'm free. It's just started raining again though, so I'm going to chuck the little camera on a time lapse and tackle Mars with flight. 6 locks, then a bit of a break, well, a couple hundred yards if that, and then one more lock and then some services, and I'll try more up near there. Boat, it's lovely, can't beat it. I knew it was going to rain, but I didn't know it was going to rain that much. Jesus, and the wind, like driving the rain into you. Oh, right, beer of the week. Any guesses? Cult classic, Guinness. More popular now than ever. Load of trendy people started drinking it. Danny's actually been to the brewery, did a tour. I've not been. I went to Dublin once, but for like 24 hours for a work thing. Now, controversial pour that I've seen online. Ready? Bear with me. I know it's completely wrong glass, but I don't have a Guinness glass. Let that settle. That looks alright. It's just one of those beers, isn't it? What a day. Just been cleaning my bachelor's pad this morning, ready for the royal visit. Nice and tidy in here. I'll address the elephant in the room in a minute. Just want to show you how tidy it is. Look at this. All tidy in here. Lovely. Now, thank you to the guys over at Enway. They actually sent us an e-bike. I want to say towards the end of last year. We tried to do a video on it just as we were joining the Thames, and it got a bit hectic. And basically, we tried to cycle the length of the Wiltshire and Berkshire Canal that's being restored. We didn't realise quite how long it actually was going to be, and we really didn't do it justice in the video. So me and Danny basically rode this bike along it, part of it, and just completely ran out of time. So I finally brought it over to the boat. This is the Enway X20. Now this has got a 22 amp hour capacity. It's the twin battery model, 22 amp hours of battery. I'm using it to go and pick the car up in a minute because I need to pick Danny up at the airport for about 1:30. So I'll take it for a bit of a test drive in a minute, but it's an absolute beast. We did try an e-bike on here before, another fat bike. It was just a little bit big. This one is actually a folding bike. The handlebars fold down just enough to tuck it under the gunnel, and it's really not in the way. I know Danny will probably say, oh my god, but it's really not in the way. And because of the motor, it's basically like having a moped to ourselves, but we can actually legally ride this long towpath. So yeah, really looking forward to taking it for a spin. I'm going to pick the car up in a minute. Weather's doing a little bit better out there today. So I was saying earlier, this is the twin battery model. It's got 22 amp hours total, and it'll give you, in the lowest power setting, about 90 miles of range max, or for the single battery model it's down to about 60 miles range in eco. I've just been blasting it in number 5 power. So good. Definitely takes a chore out of going cycling back to pick the car up. Towpath's still a little bit muddier than anticipated, but it's so much fun. Oh god, that is so much fun. Enway have currently got a sale on that twin battery model, the X20. It's currently got 500 quid off. I'll leave a link in our description and pinned comment for you to go and check it out if you fancy getting an e-bike for yourself. They also do loads of others. They've got a bigger wheeled one, the same. They've got some standard e-bikes, loads of stuff on there. Right, now I'm going to go pick Danny up. Well, look who we have here.
Hello.
Good to have you back.
Thanks.
Everyone's missed you.
Feels good to be back on the boat. It's quite clean, isn't it?
Quite clean.
It's very clean. Well
No,
done.
I need to do the floor still.
Yeah, that's okay. So yeah, I've just finished my 3rd week working in Jersey. I honestly can't even put into words how much I've been enjoying my time over there. I've obviously been missing Joe a lot, and
You
the
don't
boat.
have to lie.
No, that's not true. We just got some beer. Where's this from? Lithuania.
I've already done beer of the week. I didn't realise Danny was going to be backing up for a beer, but this is one from Lithuania. Wolfas Engelman.
So yeah, so I just completed 3 weeks working. Honestly, I haven't really had that many days off. I've been working as much as I can. I think we worked out I've maybe had 3 or 4 days off. In about 2 of them I went and looked around. The first time I walked into St Helier, which is the town, it's the only town on the island, and I treated myself to a nice fish dinner, or lunch. I had some oysters, because they got really nice oysters there, and everyone was like smiling at me like pitifully, like I've just been stood up for a date, but that's okay. Definitely makes me feel more confident like doing these things on my own, because yeah, Joe and I have been together 10 years this year, so we've just done everything together for a really long time now, haven't we? So yeah, I think it's been good for us to both be apart. I've been loving it. I just got back a couple hours ago, flew into Luton. But yeah, Jersey is absolutely stunning. If you guys haven't ever been, it's one of the Channel Islands. It's really close to France. It's closer to France than it is into the UK. But it's UK territory, I think that's called.
Or something
or
like
the
that.
state.
It's
It's
like,
yeah, it's got its own like laws and legislation and stuff. But yeah, in regards to the job, it's been amazing. The team are great, which makes such a big difference to any sort of role. They're also friendly, so welcoming, and yeah, I just feel like I've been there like my whole life really. But yeah, the days off that I have been in seen Jersey, I went around the north coast, took Trudy, and yeah, did like a little bit of a hike. I've only ever had like sort of 1 day off at a time, so obviously I'm going home and then like getting ready for work the next couple of days. But you're going to be coming in the next couple of weeks for your birthday, aren't you?
yeah, so my birthday's over.
The Liberation Day.
Yeah, Liberation. So when the Second World War ended, it used to be, it was occupied by Germany, and basically Liberation Day.
It was the only place in the UK that ever was owned by the Nazis.
That they actually took over, yeah. So 9th of May is their Liberation Day.
Yeah, I've saved a lot of the, I really want to do the War Tunnel Museum or Memorial.
Yes,
there's like some,
the hospital.
Yeah, the hospital and stuff. So I've saved all of that for when you come.
And the Liberation Brewery.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do, of course.
I've had some of the beer though, that's nice. But yeah, it's just been stunning. Hopefully Joe can pop in some of the clips, but yeah, it's just the cliffs like in the north, and some of the beaches. Every time I've gone to the beach, mainly the tide, it's like one of the fastest changing tides in the world, so the tide has always been in, so I haven't really gone along too many of the beaches. And to be honest, the weather hasn't been great. Like when it kind of has like 4 seasons in one day over there, but it has been sunny sometimes, but I've mainly been working, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks or month it will get warmer.
And you can see the low tide's crazy. I think you said it's one of the longest, is it?
And I think it
Highest range?
expands the island by like 1/5 of its size when the tide is out. So yeah, it's amazing. It's you can sort of see it all in a, if you've not been before, you could probably see it all within a week. But the longer you stay somewhere, the more you find all the little hidden gems and stuff. I walked to the beach the first day I got there. I got there on the Saturday, and then the Sunday I was starting work on a Monday. So the Sunday I had to do lots of training online, and I was just getting square eyes looking at the computer. So I walked to the nearest beach. It was about half an hour away from me, and yeah, it was just really, really nice, really quiet. I imagine it is going to get busier now into the summer season and stuff. But yeah, it's like a really nice mix of sort of French. Got a lot of French named villages and like street names and stuff, because I don't know too much about the history yet, but yeah, it's obviously closer to France and stuff, so I'm sure there was some. I think the France tried to battle it for it and didn't succeed.
Maybe do you reckon it's French first?
Yeah, probably.
Must have been.
Yeah, it's like really close. It's like only an hour and a half ferry to Saint Malo. I forgot to say as well, the ferry that I got there, oh my god, it was horrific. I went and stayed with my friend Mel the night before in Poole. Thank you, Mel. That was lovely to see you and see where you live. But yeah, I got the ferry, and I got that ferry because from Portsmouth it was 10 hours and from Poole it's for 4 hours, and I'm not very good at I'm not like worried or anything, but I just get really seasick, and yeah, it was horrendous. It was so choppy. There's loads of photos of it on like a Jersey page of that day because it was so choppy. They surprised it even went out. I thought it got really bad. We got to Guernsey. Luckily that sort of cut the trip up a bit because then people had to get off the boat and stuff. But there was hardly anyone on the boat in the first instance, so that's why they said it was like so high in the water and you're sort of feeling it more. And literally everyone got off at Guernsey, which just made it, yeah, the hour between Guernsey to Jersey was just... yeah, felt really, really sick.
So bad.
So I was going to go to San Mali, but I am a bit scarred of ferries, so I don't know if you're going to have to come and get the car when I'm done and I'm just
sailing
stuck.
boat dream's gone, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, honestly, I can't cope with open waters. I'm much more nice, calm canals is much more for me.
Before I forget as well, I mentioned in the video last week briefly that there was a bit of an embarrassing story with Trudy. So just before, for my excuses, we were looking after the dogs. This is when Danny left, so I was looking after the dogs. I went and give Trudy a quick last minute check over like I do before Danny goes on a drive. Check the tyres, check the oil, top the oil up because a little bit low. All good.
Didn't think anything else of it.
No, send Danny on her way, so she's driven like 2.5, 3 hours down to Poole.
Yeah, and then I was on the island for, this only happened like a week ago, so at least a good 10 days. But to be honest, since I've been there, like I said, I've been working, so I haven't really been driving the car. I've driven it maybe 1 or 2 days on my days off around the island just to explore. I had some training which I had to drive to, and it's been really windy. I was right by the coast where I parked. I come back, my training was only 2 hours long. I come back and there's just massive amount of oil all over the floor, and it looks like it's from Trudy. And I said to you a couple of days before, it was making like a weird noise, but I'm not very good at distinguishing where it's from or what's wrong with a car. That's just not something, you know, that's more your forte. Then your dad, we put it in the family chat and your dad was like, oh no, it looks like it's too close to the front of the car. Like, don't worry, it's probably just another car like driving along. So I was like, oh, okay. But I did say it was really windy and it was really wet. So
it started raining,
you know, even if it was a small amount of oil, it might look like it's more because it's mixed in with the water. You told me just drive back slowly anyway, so I got back home and yeah, as soon as I opened the door, I could see
I FaceTimed you. I was like, yeah, just FaceTime me and I can see.
The oil was coming out straight away again. I was like, oh, it's obviously Trudy.
Yeah. And then I was on FaceTime. Danny opened the bonnet up and straight away I seen basically I'd left the oil filler cap off, which is it seems to be a trend at the minute. Everyone was worried that I left the radiator cap off. that was on purpose, but this was purely a mistake. And it's literally the oil caps sat up by the strap where I always leave it when I check oil all over the engine bay. I was like, luckily so I got you to top it up on FaceTime as well, and she only lost 1.5 litres of oil, and she'll hold about 5 or 4 or 5 litres. So
it's pretty good going though, because like
that's about 4 or 5 hours of driving.
But it's literally like as soon as I opened the bonnet, I saw it was off before you even said that. It's covered under there. It's just so gross now. I don't really know what to do about that.
So when I go over, that's going to be on my job.
Yeah.
Clean Trudy. Poor old engine bay.
Bless her heart. I was like having words with her driving. I was like, why'd you do this now? Like when Joe's not here, I don't know what to do with this car. I'm in Jersey where it's really expensive. I don't want to have to go to a garage. I don't know if AA even covers over here.
I'm just glad that that's all it was, because I thought it could be gearbox is like sprung a leak or the sump's leaking. Or
I don't really need it over there. It was more to bring my bits over, but it has been nice having the option of having a car whilst being on the island. I have used the buses once. I used it today to get to the airport. But yeah, the buses are pretty frequent. I'm on more the east side of the island, and I think the buses are a bit better on the west. But yeah, it's really stunning. I would, and hopefully on my couple of days off, I've got like 2 days off at a time in the next coming weeks. I really want to try and go to Guernsey and maybe Sark. But yeah, watch this space. But yeah, only thing missing is you. I absolutely love it, buddy.
We've been looking at ways that I could potentially migrate over there. But Lady Pennybun, after seeing the photos of that ferry, we wouldn't have Lady Pennybun. No. So we're looking at some sailing boats in marinas and stuff. You can get like a 30-foot sailing boat for like 10 grand. But then that's like just no point you working over there, is there?
Yeah,
but it'd be pretty cool to have a sailing boat over there and then go to France. Just got to learn to sail first.
I just honestly, the thought of that ferry, I just feel a bit seasick. But yeah. But anyway, the reason I'm back is because we're going away tomorrow. We had this booked and planned before I got offered the job, so that's why we stuck with it. So we're actually going to Budapest in Hungary and Bratislava in Slovakia. We're only going for a couple of days. It's just meant to be a short sort of getaway.
We're getting a train in between the two as well.
Yeah.
A bit of interrailing.
Yeah. I mean, the train's literally an hour and a half. But yeah, I just really want to start doing some more train travel. And yeah, I think we've waffled on enough. Gonna have some lemon pasta, which is what I've been looking forward to the most. I've took loads of pasta with me and I love eating pasta, but I just haven't really had the days off to... It's not something you can take in, is it? Like spaghetti.
Pasta for lunch.
Unless there's a pasta salad or something.
Yeah, it's true. And then might go for a walk later on. We'll show this area. I couldn't show you yesterday because it's chucking it down, but
really
we're right
nice.
by some reservoirs and a nature reserve. It's stunning. So I might go for a walk later on. It is flying by for me.
Yeah.
I said to Danni earlier, I didn't realise how much I missed her until she come back.
Oh,
and I'm
me
like,
too.
oh,
Oh,
sweet idiot.
So I got Joe some little Jersey gifts.
Bag of Jersey Royals
No, I got
and some gold top milk.
They had some Jersey Royals in the airport, but I didn't.
Did
think
they?
we'd eat- I didn't.
Bags of
I didn't.
potatoes.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd eat them now though. Can you close your eyes?
I'll just take my glass off and blow 'em. Oh,
Do you want a tenner?
wow, the Queen!
She looks a lot happier on the Jersey note than she does on the UK.
Bring
one.
back the Queen, I say.
Bless her heart.
Look at that tenner.
It's cool, isn't it?
Still-
That's the only money I've had so far, but all of their notes are different.
Still
They've got a
paper.
£1 note as well.
Still paper.
£1 note.
Wow.
I want it back actually.
No, you're not having that back.
You can have it pocket money on
Evidence.
your birthday.
Yeah, thank you. Milk chocolate with sea salt. Oh, that would have gone with a beer, wouldn't it? Last week's beer of the week.
Can't see it.
Chocolate with sea salt. Have you tried it?
No.
Do you wanna
I thought
try
we
it?
could try it together.
Let's try it now. The Little Jersey Biltong Company. Oh, size of that in here.
What is it?
What?
Oh no. You're gonna have to get out. It's because
Mate.
there's loads of sugar in there with the.
Go on, up a
There
little
you
bit,
go.
up a little
There
bit.
you go.
Just go up. Just go up. Just go up.
Oh Joe, what's wrong with you?
Oh, fucking- I got stuck. Oh, I should have opened that one. Hold that.
Bye. He's gone. He's gone. Shut the door.
I can't remember the last. Oh, I got stung like twice. Quite in a short period of time.
You were scared of him before that though.
I'm sweating. Hey you.
Is that puddle better than the reservoir? And then this looks good. I can't remember what these are.
They're the plants you planted, the border ones.
Oh, okay.
What were they? Geraniums or something?
Calendula?
Calendula. Got some
What are these?
onions, radishes, onion, spring onions. See these?
Yeah.
They're spring onions coming up. And yeah, radish. They're doing better over this side for some reason.
Nice. Must be more in the sun. This is quite. I know. I appreciate you said it watered though, but this is dry.
It must drain really well, a bit too well.
It's like really dry.
Right. I get the watering can.
My line isn't very straight, is it? What did
Rusty.
you say these are again?
Calendulas or whatever.
Oh yeah. They might need to. You might need to move some of them apart.
Okay, sit your shoes on.
I'm not
Look
used to
at
this
them.
anymore. They're a bit white, aren't they?
So that way is the Aylesbury arm.
Oh, cool.
That's the Grand Union. Continues that way.
Nice. How far away is the Aylesbury arm along there?
I think it goes like 6 miles at a guess.
How long is the slow arm?
A couple miles.
Huh. Cute.
Birmingham that way. The single lock to go. Look at that. But
No
then a
white.
double gate. What on earth? There's two. They're like half-size gates at the bottom. Look. That's one full-size gate here. Too many gates. Look at them little 3-foot gates.
What's the point of having 2 gates though?
I don't
Still
know.
Annoying.
God, it goes down a bit, doesn't it? How cute's that?
Cute, isn't it?
Look at that little narrow
Must
canal.
save so much time and like
When
effort.
they're digging,
yeah.
Oh, twin taps.
Yeah, but it always slows it down.
Oh,
Where's the bins?
Is that the Elsan?
It's a pump out. £20. What's £20 to do that?
Can you imagine living in a house and filming yourself emptying your own bins? Why wouldn't they put signs on? Or they had
That's the Elsan. I don't even smell.
Something smells.
Yeah.
Smells like recycling. Ooh. Let's do the little goodie sweep, see if anyone's left anything. Laptop bag. Carpet. Got enough carpet to do the whole boat. Got enough carpet to do the whole boat.
Joe, put it down. Why are you even touching it? Joe, put it down. Joe.
Nice, that is.
Joe.
So you've been in a couple of
Actually make
years.
me sick. Stop it. Stop touching things up. There you go. Is this recycling?
They recycle it off-site. There was a letter from the CEO of CRT.
I don't believe them.
There is. They can't roll out that bin. Recycling bins. Ignore the amount of beer cans. Thanks for your help.
Right,
Little free advert for Ash.
come on. Joe.
24 volt electric, solar installation,
Joe, come on.
general repairs. Pump out. Can't get into Elsan bins for anyone visiting. Marsworth Wharf.
Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you to our patrons. Next week we will be in Budapest and Bratislava, so follow us along for a little Central European adventure.